Hello and welcome to my channel, where today we will talk about one of the most successful jet fighter ever built. We are talking about the Mieczysław Smigilski design, Mikoyan Juvarevich, or simply put MiG-21. And before we start, if you like aviation videos and also learning something new every day, please subscribe to this channel so you won't miss out any future uploads. Thank you very much. First sources for this video comes from Wikipedia and other sources in the description below. The Mikoyan MiG-21 was a Soviet single-seat, single-engine, supersonic jet fighter with a distinctive long nose and short tail. Designed by the Mikoyan Bureau, it entered service in 1966 and remained in service with the Soviet Union until 1994. The MiG-21 is often credited with being the world's first fourth-generation jet fighter. It was also the first operational aircraft to be propelled by a vectored thrust engine. In addition, it is widely considered to be the first modern jet fighter in history. The MiG-21's distinguished career included more than 10,000 produced aircraft, participation in numerous air shows, employment by more than 20 different nations, and an exceptional combat record during the 1967 Six-Day War. The MiG-21's place in aviation history has been the subject of considerable debate among Russian and Western experts alike. Some experts argue that its primary claim to fame was the Pakryshkin's tactics used in the Korean War while flying the MiG-15. Others contend that it was the first real fourth-generation fighter, emphasizing its advanced features such as a powerful engine, advanced radar and fire control, a large payload capacity, etc. Still others assert that it merely represented an attempt to modernize the MiG-29. Despite these varying opinions, there is no denying the MiG-21's significance as a pioneering aircraft that laid the groundwork for future generations of fighters. Development of the MiG-21 began in 1953, when the Soviet Air Force issued a new requirement for a supersonic fighter interceptor capable of reaching Indo-Pak 2 at 12 kilometers altitude. The aircraft had to be small enough to operate from semi-prepared airstrips and capable of carrying air-to-air missiles. It should also be lightweight and inexpensive to build and maintain. In response to this requirement, the Mikoyan Bureau led the development of a new swept-wing Delta configuration aircraft powered by a single VD-7 engine. This design, known as the T-458, was essentially an enlarged version of the MiG-19. However, during flight testing, it was found that the T-458 could not meet the speed requirements set forth by the Air Force. As a result, a new, more powerful engine had to be developed. This new engine, called the AL-21F, was a turbojet designed by the Asayev Bureau. It featured a number of innovative design elements, including a variable thrust nozzle, which allowed the pilot to adjust the engine's thrust vector. This innovation enabled the aircraft to perform sharp turns at high speeds without stalling. Additionally, the AL-21F incorporated an afterburner that could be turned on automatically under certain conditions. For example, if the pilot selected full afterburner or the aircraft entered a flat spin, the afterburner would automatically turn off. These features made the AL-21F the first engine to be used in an operational aircraft with variable thrust vector control. With the new engine installed, the T-458 was redesignated as the T-462. It was later renamed the T-466 and then the T-476. The prototype first flew on July 1955, and after testing was cleared for production as the MiG-21. The first production models were delivered to the Soviet Air Force in April 1956. Initially, they were equipped with a nuclear propulsion system, but these were later replaced with conventional equipment. The MiG-21's first combat deployment took place on June 5, 1967. During the Six-Day War, Soviet pilots flying MiG-21s achieved a kill ratio of 10-1, demonstrating the aircraft's effectiveness in air-to-air combat. The MiG-21's success in the war can be attributed to several factors, including its high speed and maneuverability, advanced radar and fire control systems, heavy armament and large payload capacity, as well as effective Soviet tactics and training. During the war, MiG-21 pilots used a variety of weapons, including the R-3S6 air-to-air missile. which was designed specifically to engage Israeli fighter jets. In total, Soviet pilots claimed 455 aerial victories, while losing only 6 aircraft. After the war, the MiG-21 continued to be produced and upgraded. In 1971, a new version with improved aerodynamics and avionics was introduced. This model was designated the MiG-21 Bison and was exported to a number of countries, including Egypt, India, Poland, Romania, and Czechoslovakia. The MiG-21 was also used extensively during the Soviet war in Afghanistan. In fact, a significant portion of all MiG-21s ever built were delivered to the Soviet Air Force. Between 1979 and 1989, during the war, MiG-21s were primarily used in a ground support role, providing close air support to ground troops. They were also used to intercept Afghan Mujahideen helicopters. In general, the MiG-21's performance in Afghanistan was not particularly impressive. The aircraft's capabilities were hindered by the lack of infrastructure and support services in the country. Additionally, the Soviet pilots lacked experience flying in mountainous terrain. Despite these challenges, the MiG-21 proved to be a reliable and effective platform that played a significant role in the Soviet Union's victory in the war. In total, the Soviet Union produced more than 10,000 MiG-21s, making it the most widely produced jet fighter in history. The MiG-21 was retired from the Soviet Air Force in 1994, but it continues to be used by several former Warsaw Pact nations. In particular, Poland and Slovakia have invested heavily in upgrading their fleets of MiG-21s. Now let's talk about the main features of this aircraft. As we already mentioned, one of the key features of the MiG-21 was its distinctive long nose and short tail design. This aerodynamic configuration allowed for greater speed and maneuverability compared to previous aircraft. The MiG-21 was also notable for being the first operational aircraft to use a vectored thrust engine. This innovation enabled the aircraft to perform sharp turns at high speeds without stalling. Additionally, the MiG-21 was one of the first jet fighters to feature a powerful radar and fire control system. This advanced technology allowed for greater accuracy when engaging targets, giving the MiG-21 a significant advantage in air-to-air combat. Another important feature of the MiG-21 was its heavy armament and large payload capacity. The aircraft was designed to carry a variety of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons, making it a versatile platform for a range of combat scenarios. Despite its small size, the MiG-21 had a large internal fuel tank, which allowed it to fly long distances. This feature made it an ideal choice for reconnaissance and interceptor missions. The MiG-21's impressive speed and maneuverability also contributed to its success in combat. With the ability to reach supersonic speeds without afterburner, the MiG-21 was one of the fastest aircraft of its time. This speed, combined with its agile handling characteristics, made it a formidable opponent for enemy fighters. Overall, the MiG-21's combination of advanced technologies, heavy armament, and impressive performance characteristics made it a highly effective and feared weapon during the Cold War era. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new here. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, so it helps me produce more videos like this. Once again, thank you very much and see you soon.